They result in x. There we go. Inverse operations, and I'm recording this if you want to just watch and take notes later from the vodcast. Inverse operations. Okay, so we have, in general, you know that from the warm-up, y equals 1 over x plus 1, as Kyle did it, resulted in what did you get? Oh, you got 1 over x minus 1, right, Kyle? And I'll call that f inverse of x equals 1 over x1. Or, and then this is important, you might see it as 1 over x minus x over x equals 1 minus x over x. So you might see it like that, and you might see it like that. Okay? Again, if you get this answer, you look in the back of the book and it's this answer, you're going to freak out and get all depressed, right? Wrong! No way! These are equivalent statements, so be savvy enough to go, wait a minute, those are the same. Especially next year when you do calculus, we get this stuff all the time. We get like 10 different versions of a rule or an equation, and they're the same. They're equivalent statements. Okay, so remember when we did composition of functions? Remember you would have, for instance, f of x and g of x, and then we'd say find f of g of x. Remember way back in the day? A long time ago? Yeah, I'm being a little bit facetious. It was last week. So, if we take, I'm going to say, to find algebraically that two equations are inverses, comma, f of f inverse of x must equal x, and, you guessed it, f inverse of f of x must also equal x. And I know that sounds like a mouthful, but it's really not as bad as you think. So we're going to take what we started with up here and run with it. And I'll do two versions, so I'll have the black line. Okay, so in this corner, f inverse, or f of the f inverse of x equals x. What color should we make that one? Blue. We'll go blue. Okay? So I'm going to make this one blue. A fine blue. And this one here, green, sure. We're going to make that one green just to try to clarify this. Because it's not horrible, but yeah, it takes a little doing. So f of f inverse of x. So how is that going to look? Instead of saying f of x, what's the new f going to be? Well, or what's the new x going to be, I should say. What was the inverse, Keely? 1 over x minus 1. Yeah, that's not so bad. So then that's going to equal, here's where it gets tricky. We started with 1 over x plus 1, but x is no longer x, is it? What's x instead? There you go. See, I'm going to take this. This is now my new x. So now it's 1 over x minus 1. And you can do this one here if you'd rather. It doesn't matter. You can do either one. Sometimes it's easier to go one way or the other, but in this case it doesn't matter. Okay? Actually, it does kind of matter. I think it'll be a little bit easier if you do this one here, 1 over x minus 1. Okay? I think that would, I think that'd go a little bit easier. 1 over x minus 1. Okay? You can go either way, but I think that's a little bit simpler. Okay? Maybe not. I don't know. Which one's better? You like this one more? Okay. We'll keep going on it then. So this equals 1 over, well, what do the ones do? Subtract out. Thanks for using the good language. 1 over x. Now, let's think of this not as 1. Well, that'll work. Yeah, it'll be fine. And then we can multiply by what? Starts with an R. Reciprocal, x over 1. But you're right, it is x. But let's just keep in mind that it is the reciprocal. And it is x. And then we get 1 times x over 1, a.k.a. x. And it works there. So far, so good. Half our job's done. But we have to check the green side. The mean green side. Okay? So for this side, we have to say, where's my green? Got green. For this side, then, we have to say f inverse of f of x, and that's going to equal f inverse of, this time, let's do the other one, 1 over x plus 1. And again, you can do either one, you know. It's fine. Either one. So now we have equals 1 over, well, what's x now? 1 over x plus 1. Okay. Oh, I lost one. I did that bad. It's 1 over x. Come on. 1 over x and then minus 1 equals, help me out. Maybe I'll rewrite this again. And I know this is a little bit confusing, so just hang in there. Okay, how can I clean this up right here? Multiply by the reciprocal again, times x plus 1 over 1 times x plus 1 over 1. John? Okay, what's next, John? Okay, well, it'd be over 1. Let's not skip. Everybody would skip a step there, but I won't. Okay, really, you're taking the numerator. The denominator is 1, clearly. And so all of this is just going to be x plus 1 over 1, because it's times 1, then minus 1. So, but he's right. And then that equals x plus 1 minus 1, and that equals, oh, I'm supposed to stay green, my bad. And that equals x plus 1 minus 1 equals x. Okay, check it out, everybody. Therefore, y equals 1 over x plus 1, and y equals 1 over x minus 1. Say it, are what? Inverses Boom. What a happy day. Okay. You know the three dots, therefore, shorthand, get used to it. You'll see it a lot the more you do proofs and stuff. 1 over x plus 1 and 1 over x minus 1 are inverses. That is all. How many minutes did we squander of your valuable time? That's a 10-minute vodcast.